Hi guys, welcome back to Curls and Sports with Erica, and there's a lot to talk about. So without further ado, let's definitely get started. I know that draft day already passed, but I definitely still wanted to discuss it no matter what. I don't want to ignore the topics, but I don't want to get into who were the top picks and everything. I kind of want to get into a little bit more about moms, and specifically Eli Apple's mom. I think Eli Apple's mom is probably the biggest story outside of, we already know who got drafted by the Dolphins, but his mom is just, she's just nailing every single point that we kind of had an intuition about. She kind of just decided to let all those thirsty women know that, you know what, like, we're on to you, and just kind of put them on blast in a sense. But to keep it moving along, because I definitely want to talk about a little bit more about pop culture stuff, because I feel like that's a little bit more buzzing these days, because everyone is just so much focused on NBA playoffs and NHL playoffs that at this time we can't just help but ignore MLB, but of course we cannot. In MLB news, well, the Mets streak was broken, but Bartolo Colon came out of nowhere with a home run, and I kind of almost teared just a little bit. But I was super excited to kind of see the almost 43-year-old or 42-year-old, I forget, hit a home run, and it's like we were all in disbelief. We didn't even know he had it in him. At first, I know everyone saw the meme where he was just like, the way that he was set up in the batter's box a couple of seasons ago, he just went a 360, and now it's like, you have home run capabilities. All right. We need you to continue going for batting practice, and I didn't touch upon it only because I was still playing catch up. But I definitely wanted to discuss Blake Griffin's injury, as well as Chris Paul. As you may know, the Clippers are not in the playoffs anymore, but they were definitely significant. And now the Warriors are still in the playoffs, and Stephen Curry's injury was definitely very vital, but he was just recently awarded MVP Player of the Year. So he's fine. He's great. I mean, I think we hopefully might get to see him play, but it's still too soon to tell. But I wanted to make sure to speak about the Game of Thrones episode. I'm not going to speak about yesterday's episode, rather. I'm going to touch upon it in a couple of days, only because I want to compile news from last week. And it was just amazing to see Jon Snow come back. And I'm not going to discuss last night's episode, but the way he just came out of it, everyone was just like on the edge of their seat, like, is he going to open his eyes? Is he going to take a breath? And it was just wonderful to see how writers kind of played with our hearts and emotions and basically brought him back to life. I personally thought he was going to come back as a White Walker. I don't know why or where I got that idea from, but I am curious to see how this season is going to evolve. Again, I have not read the books, probably won't, but I do love reading all the theories that people have, especially on Reddit. They're worth a read. I definitely recommend them, because it's great to see how people's imaginations just love to run wild. And to discuss a couple of movies, Keanu was stupidly funny. I loved every second of it. I completely recommend for all of you to go watch the movie. It's just so dumb that you just can't help but laugh, and just kind of give it up to Key and Peele for how smart and comic geniuses they really are. And they just engage you in this movie, and you're just like, wow, this is way funnier than I thought it was going to be. And I saw Civil War over the weekend, and again, I'm learning a lot more as I go along. I'm not really into the geek world, but I am a fan of Iron Man. He's my favorite. And ironically, I had a dream that I was Iron Man and I was running a marathon, and I remember seeing the electromagnetic heart, and I'm like, okay, I have to bust this marathon, I have to win. But of course, that just shows where my alias was. But I think the movie was really, really well made. The way that they introduced Spider-Man was interesting, and of what I've been reading, and of course been told, that they're looking to go to the younger side and kind of introduce Spider-Man and revamp the entire character. I kind of do wish I had seen Andrew Garfield in it. I did like him. Not that I don't want to say I wasn't a fan of Tobey Maguire, but I really did like Andrew Garfield's enthusiasm. I think he was great on screen rather. But of course, that's that. But Civil War, I definitely recommend it for everyone to watch. It was a terrific movie, and I think that my favorite part has to be when you kind of see all of them just going at it in an empty airport. And of course, spoiler alert, I'm sorry, but they're just like, just duking it out, going toe to toe, and there's just no remorse. They're all using their powers against one another, and I'm just curious to see how how the creators are going to take it to the next step. And again, make sure you stay after the credits. Every single fan knows this, and I'm sure that, you know, I learned that the hard way. I had no clue about that unspoken rule that you must stay after the credits. But of course, I don't mean to cut this video a little bit too early, but I will continue. I will not that I will continue. I will work on the next couple of topics for the next couple of days. It probably will be around Wednesday or Thursday. But again, please subscribe to my video. Not to my video. Please subscribe to my channel, and definitely let me know what other topics you wish for me to touch upon. I will talk about NHL. I am keeping my eyes on the Islanders and their fans that came out of nowhere. And I think that this week, my Jordan crying face will probably be to those thirsty women that Eli Apple's mom is referring to. This goes out for you guys. And again, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll look forward to see you guys soon. Bye.